Namaskar children and welcome to today's class. Hope you all are doing well. So children, before I start teaching today, I just want to give you a piece of information. Children, I am not receiving the worksheets of everybody. Only some children have given the worksheets. So please children, do the work on time and send the worksheets to your respective teachers, because your internal assessment will be done through these worksheets only, and if you don't submit them on time, your marks will be affected. So okay children, now coming to today's class, today we will be doing the second chapter of the book Footprints Without Feet, and the second chapter's name is The Thief's Story, and it is on page number 8, and it is written by Ruskin Bond. So as usual, before starting the lesson, let's have a brief introduction to the writer. So Ruskin Bond was born in 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent and is known for his simple style of writing and lucid style. Everybody can understand his stories, and is also known for writing children's stories, children's books, and he has been awarded the prestigious Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri award. So some of his works include The Room on the Roof, and The Blue Umbrella, Road to Mussoorie, etc. And talking of today's story, that is a thief's story, there are two main characters. One is Hari Singh, he is a 15 years old boy, and another is Anil, who is a 25 years old young man. So what we see, Hari Singh is a thief by profession. Okay, he is a very good at stealing things. He comes in contact to Anil and he wanted to rob Anil. But we see how the nature of Anil helped Hari Singh to change his way. How he became a good man from a thief. Okay children? So now I'll be reading the story and I'll be explaining it to you. I was still a thief when I met Anil, and though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So who is I here? I here is the thief named Hari Singh. He says that when he was 15 years old boy, he met Anil, and at that age he was a fairly successful hand. A fairly successful hand means he was very good at stealing and robbing people. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind and simple enough for my purpose. I hadn't had much luck of late and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So what is Hari Singh saying? That when he met Anil, Anil was watching a wrestling match and he found that Anil was an apt man and he could easily be made a scapegoat. He could easily be stolen. So Hari Singh thinks that he has caught him in his rat trap and is going to steal Anil. And he says that he wanted to gain the confidence of Anil. Why? So before stealing, Hari Singh says that he needs to get the confidence of the other person so that the other person comes into confidence and it becomes easy to steal. And Anil was such a man who would trust other people very easily. You look a bit of wrestler yourself, I said. A little flattery helps in making friends. So when Hari Singh approaches Anil, just to make friendship, what does he do? He just flatters him. That means he praises him. So do you? He replied, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. So even Hari Singh, when Hari Singh says to Anil that you look like a wrestler, Anil replies, even you also look like a wrestler. But Hari Singh says that I was a bit lean at that time. I was a thin boy. So what's your name? In this way, the conversation starts. Hari Singh, I lied. I took a new name every month. That kept me ahead of the police and my former employees. So this thief, 15 years old boy, he lies and says that his name is Hari Singh. He changes his name every time because he didn't want to be caught by the police, because police was back of him. And his identity, he has to hide his identity. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Anil walked away. I followed casually. So, after being introduced to each other, Anil talks of the wrestler, their bodies and all. Now, after some time, Anil leaves. Now, Hari Singh follows Anil. Hello again, he said. I gave him my most appealing smile. I want to work for you, I said, but I can't pay you. Now, when Anil sees that Hari Singh is following him, he again says, hello, what do you want? Then Hari Singh says that, I want to work for you. At that, Anil says that, but I don't have money to pay you for the work. I thought that over for a minute, perhaps I had misjudged my man. I asked, can you feed me? Now, when Hari Singh comes to know that Anil is not going to pay him, so he's a bit like confused and he thinks that this time I have caught a wrong person. Why wrong person? Because what is the main aim of Hari Singh? To steal people. But now that he came to know that Anil is having no money, so it's of no use. But somehow Hari Singh says, okay, if you can't pay me, can you feed me? That means, can you give me food? Can you cook? I can cook. I lied again. Then Anil responds that, can you cook food? Then again Hari Singh replies and he says that, yes, I can cook. This time also he again lies. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. So Anil says that if you can cook, I can feed you and you can work for me, but only on one condition, that you have to cook food for me. You have to cook and I am going to feed you. He took me to his room over the Jumna sweet shop and he told me I could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. So, Hari Singh accompanies Anil to his apartment. There, Anil tells to Hari Singh, you can sleep in the balcony. And as you know, Hari Singh didn't know how to cook, but somehow he cooks food and it's understood that the food was not good because Anil gives away food to the stray dogs. Stray dogs means the street dogs. And again Anil tells Hari Singh, now you can leave because you are unable to cook. At that, Hari Singh doesn't leave. He stands there and he gives a very appealing smile. At this, Anil understands and understood that Hari Singh doesn't want to leave and he also laughs. Later, he patted me on the head and said, never mind, he'd teach me to cook. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write whole sentences and to add numbers. I was grateful. So, Anil pats Hari Singh and says, don't worry, I will teach you how to cook. And he even taught him to study. He taught him alphabets. He taught him to make sentences. And in this way, again, he taught him also to add numbers. I was grateful. So why was Hari Singh grateful? Because Anil was helping him in studies. He was helping him to learn alphabets, to learn maths, counting. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So as you know, the importance of education. So Hari Singh thought, if I stay with Anil, I'll be educated and it'll become very easy for me because with the help of education, I can earn my livelihood. It was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day's supplies, usually making a profit of about ₹1 a day. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. Now, Anil and Hari Singh, they started staying together and the day used to begin by making tea. Hari Singh used to make tea for both of them and then he used to go to the shop and buy the groceries and other supplies, other food items, and somehow he used to save ₹1 from the money which Anil used to give to Hari Singh to buy the groceries. And Anil is saying that I somehow used to save that ₹1 and hide with me. That means he did not give it back to Anil. And he says that Anil knew this thing, but he never questioned. He never asked the calculation of the money, where the 1 rupee has gone, because Anil trusted Hari Singh. Now, Anil made money by fits and starts. He would borrow 1 week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check. But as soon as it arrived, he would go off and celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. So, Anil was a freelancer. That means he too did not have a permanent work. What he used to do, he used to write for some magazines. And once he used to get the amount, he used to go and spend the amount. So, and when the money would be over, again he used to worry for the next week's expenses, because he never saved money and he did not have a quite permanent job. He was a freelancer. That means he used to write for the magazine. Then what he used to do, 1 week he used to spend money, the next week he used to borrow money, and the third week when he used to get the money, he would pay back the borrowed money. In this way, he was doing his life. This way he was spending his days, and he used to buy the groceries from this money. One evening, he came home with a small bundle of notes saying he had just sold a book to the publisher. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So one day Anil comes and informs Hari Singh that today he has sold a book to the publisher and he has been paid for the book, and he brings a bundle of notes and keeps it under his mattress and he sleeps. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. So as we know, Hari Singh is a thief by profession, and he says that he did not do a big robbery from Anil. He just used to save 1 or 2 rupees from buying vegetables. And he says that this is the first time he had seen Anil with that money. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me key to the door and I could come and go and as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So what is Hari Singh saying? He is saying that Anil, he was the most trusting person. That means he trusted Hari Singh. He had faith in Hari Singh. Because Anil did not know that Hari Singh is a thief. And Hari Singh replies that if I wanted, I could have stolen all his things and I could have sold, because the keys of the house were with me. And Anil trusted Hari Singh. And that is why it was so difficult to rob him. Now you see, why does Hari Singh say that it was difficult to rob Anil? He says this because Anil trusted Hari Singh, and Hari Singh did not want to betray Anil. He did not want that the trust to be broken. It's easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed, but it's difficult to rob a careless man. So who is careless here? Careless is Anil. So what is Hari Singh saying? It is very easy to rob a greedy man because he has got all the list of his money, where his money is kept, and he does calculation. But a man like Anil, who is, you say, careless man, is very difficult to rob. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he's been robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work. So he says that a careless man like Anil, he even doesn't know, even if he's robbed, he doesn't come to know whether he's robbed or not. And this doesn't give the pleasure of stealing. That's what Hari Singh says. Well, it's time I did some real work. So what is real work here? The real work, according to Hari Singh, is stealing.